we have these protests
Yeah, I
in
just
Shanghai.
let this roll. So these guys are singing the Chinese national anthem, which I always find very ironic.
It's like, oh, here, support us, the people who have robbed us.
Yeah, so these people lost 70 billion yuan, so like $8 billion.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but that's
no,
not...
it's 9.7 billion
Something
US
like that, yeah.
dollars.
It's a lots of billions of dollars.
It's a lot of money.
Yes. Yeah, so almost 10 billion US dollars.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And this was a banking type endeavor.
Yes.
They had 50,000 users, right?
Yeah.
So they lost everything. This is in Shanghai. This is not in rural Henan Bank.
Yeah, we've been showing that, right?
This is in Shanghai.
Yeah.
So these people were going nuts. This actually got very aggressive, very violent. But we wanted to have a poll, interactive poll here.
Yes.
That's a question. How many Chinese cops does it take
Yeah, you better start the poll.
to arrest one
Yeah.
one
old man. Okay.
say A. I got to put A,
Yeah.
B, C,
C,
and
or
D. How many?
Yeah.
So the poll's going to come up
So
here.
A is 1, B is 6, C is 40, and D is 23.
So one old man. So this guy is in the 70 billion.
Yeah, he's in that, like, people
Yuan.
are going there. Look, to be honest, they're coming there fairly peaceful. They're just
Yeah, they
standing
did.
around, and they're really just upset because they've lost their entire life savings.
Honestly, it's the cops that got violent
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Not so much the people.
No. So the police arrive or the stability management personnel and the police arrive.
Yeah.
So there's one guy who just doesn't want to stop chanting or whatever, and they decide they're going to take him down.
Yes.
How many do you think? Let's just roll it.
No, I want to pull the poll.
Okay.
The top answer was D with 23. A had 2%, so 1. B was 6%, had 16%, and C had 33%. So 48% of people chose D. Let's see if you're right. I pulled
Let's
the poll.
take a look. All right. Okay, so the guy that they're arresting is the guy wearing the cap.
Okay.
Okay, you can see him.
Got
He's
the
wearing
white
like a
hat.
tan cap. Is that tan?
10, yeah. You're
Tan
right.
cap.
That's 10.
All right. About to tan his hide. Okay, now it's difficult to count. We actually tried to slowly go through this, but they've got him on the ground now.
Ground
but
level?
ground level, the amount of cops that were there to take down Tan Cap guy.
It was over 40.
Over 40.
Over 40.
Over 40
you
police.
guys were wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
over
C's
40.
unite. C's
Yes,
unite.
Yes.
Everyone that voted C, stand up, drop a C in the chat.
Yes.
Let me know in the comments. Drop a C if you pick C. I want you to be honest. But it was 40. Over 40.
Yes, over
'Cause we
40
can't see
police for this one old man.
One
It's
guy.
ridiculous.
One guy.
They got him in a chokehold. They're pushing him down. They're like dogpiling him at this point, you know. And it was just because these guys I actually saw
Started
Tan
like
Cap
this.
guy in the background. Did you see him?
Tan Cap was there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. He's there.
Yeah, I just saw him in the background there.
He could have been an organizer.
Let's take a look. Take a look. There he is.
Is that Tan Cap?
He's there. I'm going to go back.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I want to see Tan Cap.
Yeah, let's go back. Like, okay, we'll see him get tackled again. Sorry. Poor Tan Cap.
Thumbs up for Tan Cap, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Tan Cap's a bit of a legend
He's
here.
a Chad.
Yeah.
C for Chad.
Yes, exactly. Okay, pay attention. There he is.
Tan Cap.
There's Tan
Good
Cap.
eye, dude.
Yeah,
You should
there
be
he
a-
is. See?
You should be a CIA agent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some people accuse me of being that.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, it's weird.
C for CIA.
So you know you got stripy top woman there. You can see Tan Cap behind her there. So he's right at the front there. Yeah. Yeah.
These people literally just lost their life savings, and they're like singing the national anthem quietly to
Yes.
protest, and the cops are like, "I'm gonna f up this Tan
Yes,
Cap
exactly.
guy
It's like-
so bad."
Yeah, I know.
Call in reinforcements.
Exactly. Look, they're dragging him, dragging someone away. Is that
Yeah.
Tan Cap?
No, that's a woman.
Oh, they got a woman there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, here's the biggest problem is the Chinese people are brainwashed into believing that their government is there to protect them at all costs.
Yeah.
Right? And so when they invest in these banks and so on, they're linked to the government. So they believe that
Sure.
the government's going to protect them. They also have these like consumer rights type
sure.
ideas that you can go to the government, they're going to help you fight
This-
the bad scammers. Yeah.
This is what happens when you try to stand up against the government in China.
yeah.
See these guys, black bags, and they
Yeah.
parade you through thoroughfares.
Yeah, they do.
Or I should say no thoroughfares.
The no thoroughfares.
through
Yeah,
train
exactly.
stations. We don't know what these guys did, but it's just a good example.
This
of
is
like,
not connected to that.
prisoner rights. This is what happens is recent.
Yeah. So what I was trying to get at is whenever there is a problem, so the bank, the village bank or this Shanghai investment thing, when they steal your money and run away, everyone's like, oh, it's okay. We'll just go to the government and they'll, pay us back and help us out. But that's never the case because the government's often involved in the scam.
Yeah, true.
So this is kind of unprecedented.
Yeah, so you know how like most people are talking about the factory workers uprising?
Yes.
And you got 800 RMB. Remember 800 RMB Hero Man? So he set his factory on fire because the boss.
Do you know there's a 1500 RMB guy?
I have it here, but the footage is.
Yeah, we couldn't show you. He actually stabbed his boss, so it's not something we're going to show on this.
And it's
show.
Literally all the posts about it are like the dead boss. So I was like, I'm not.
We're not showing that. Yeah,
but it did happen. That did happen. So there's a 1500 RMB hero. So it was over 1500. I'm not calling him a hero, by the way. That's Chinese internet.
Yeah, that's a Chinese
hero to me.
Yeah, no.
But these people are being lauded as heroes. They're standing up. So you think it's going to be these rural workers that are far from home?
Yep.
They're eating. The way China explains it, these people are uneducated. You ever hear that in China? Remember that when we were living there?
Yep.
Oh, those people are just uneducated, so they don't know what's good for them.
Correct.
But no, this is the exact opposite. We got white collar workers now. This is in Nanning Normal University.
Yes.
The professors.
Isn't that such a dumb name, a normal university?
Yeah,
but that's actually what they call it. And you get
like go to a Qiguai, like a weird university.
Well, dude, you get experimental kindergartens. It's like, what are they putting trying different things in their food and like they're serving them like chemicals.
Franken kids.
Yeah, exactly. It's an experimental
Franken
kindergarten.
kids experimental kindergarten.
Yeah, anyway, so this is the normal university. So it's not like a weird one.
No, this is okay. So this is what's crazy. Nanning's a beautiful city in China, very wealthy.
Yes.
The capital of Guangxi. It's not Henan. This is like wealthy.
It's good. It's a good place.
This university's not paying their
teachers.
Professors or teachers.
Yeah, so they're protesting
too, demanding wages.
Yeah, Tianjin Shangshang, dude.
Kind of wild if you think about it. I'll tell you why. This is wild because it's extending to the white collar class of China. And the white collar class of China means that things are getting so out of control that it's spreading to people that were previously defending the CCP.
Yes.
When they crack down on rural poor people.
Because the lower echelons of society are treated like dirt. And so honestly, the middle class doesn't care about that.
For sure.
So if they're suffering and you're seeing all this unrest, they're not getting, factory workers aren't getting paid their wages and they're sitting there like, oh, well, let them eat cake.
True.
Basically. They don't care.
No.
But it's spread that far, it means it's getting serious.
It did. So it says on June 9th, people hung a banner demanding their wages on the second floor, not the 22nd floor.
Yes.
The second floor of the cafeteria at Nanning Normal University. Kind of unprecedented. I know it doesn't look so intense because there's no eruption or anything, crazy protest. This is meaning it's spreading. Unrest is spreading into the middle class now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember you lift my spirit, with you high is all I'm feeling. Remember.
A lot of these videos are torture themed. So what we're gonna do is torture ourselves. So if you knock over the cards, you have to stick your hand in a bowl of ice water.
It's like, oh, but there's a cat. It's like,
What the? It's quite clear, isn't it? This is
Yeah.
horrible.
think of blizzards, the Arctic.
No, I didn't torture you.
Turns out that this was actually done by a Japanese animation studio.
Oh, holding your pee in.
Feeder type, that type of thing. Smelly socks,
Let her go home. I'll throw another sus card.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting somewhere.
Yeah.